Hey, what's up, everybody? DFS 5-pack, Ryan Kostrowski here. Hopefully everybody's off to a great start this Labor Day weekend. We're going to break down the Saturday evening slate right now and maybe even get to some football this afternoon. So we are less than a week away from the start of the NFL season, which is just fantastic news for all you DFSers out there. And at this point next week, like we're all going to be really starting to look at our NFL lineups, our week one, fantasy football matchups and everything like that. So it's a very exciting time of the sports year. So click that thumbs up button and let's talk baseball, though, for the time being. All right, guys, as far as weather goes tonight, Detroit, Cincy, looks like you're going to have to be cautious with it. I know Tyler Mahle, as of right now, is like projected to be extreme chalk. I'm kind of assuming that those are going to come down. So keep your eyes peeled on that one. But for right now, that's the only real weather issue of major concern. As far as pitching goes tonight, early day projections have Mahle and Musgrove slated to be real popular. Don't personally really like either of them. So Musgrove, it's an up and down season, coming off of a amazing start against the Angels. Solid that time before that against Philly, roughed up in Arizona. He's been all over the place all year. Not really looking to use him against Houston, just not. They're going to drive up his pitch count. They're not going to swing. Threw a lot of pitches last time out, threw the complete game. He was awesome. He was absolutely fantastic last time. Not really that interested. And Mahle, even if this game is going to play out, I would be cautious with him at extreme chalk like this. We mentioned this a while ago. The last time that we said be careful with him was at home against Chicago. He wasn't very good, so no interest in paying 10-2 for him right here. Give me Urias. Harder matchup. Great stuff. He's 15-3 this year. Just had a nice start against Atlanta. He was good against San Diego. He doesn't go super deep into games, so he's probably a little bit pricey, but I feel pretty good about him. And Marco Gonzalez, too expensive at 9,300, but he is in a good spot against Arizona. So if you are looking for one of those upside starts, he is capable right here, but I'll go with the talent of Urias over Marco Gonzalez. Personally, I'm looking very closely at Urias up top. Framber Valdez, not a terrible look either against San Diego, but I think I'm still vibing on Urias on this one early in the day. I maybe won't stack Atlanta against Marquez, but I'm not going to spend the money on him, although that is the ultimate leverage play, as Bellman would put it. Ian Anderson, I don't think he's insane against Colorado. Probably won't end up here. We got a bunch of cheap guys I would consider in play today, though, too. Lopez, I don't know what to expect out of him. He was been in the starting lineup and then the bullpen. He's obviously very talented. He doesn't have a huge leash. He did pitch the other day. It was only 9 innings. I am not sure what we're going to get out of him from a pitch count today. So the spot's good and everything like that. But quite frankly, I'm more likely just to go to the other side of this ball game. Daniel Lynch, 5,400. It's not a good spot, right? We know the White Sox are a good team and they're really good against left-handed pitching. He walks a few too many people. In both of his starts against the White Sox recently, he was good. No. I take that back. It was the good one and the bad one. I don't feel great about it, but at 5,400, I think it's a decent risk. And Matthew Boyd was also getting like a little early day projection love, but I wouldn't want to use him in this ballpark now with how many fly balls he throws. And I wouldn't want to use him against Cincy. And I probably won't use him because of the weather. So I think Lynch is in play. And I actually think Castellanos of Arizona is not the worst play in the world. Now, he's not a big strikeout guy. But at 4K, like if I was using Urias, I wouldn't mind getting up there. I'd still probably rather go with Lynch. I mean, Allard isn't the craziest play either, but I think I'm more likely to use some of the Angels today, just as a difference off of the Atlanta Braves. So I guess gun to head early in the day, and this ain't going to make any of you feel great. I'm clicking on Urias and Lynch as of right now. So, yeah, right? Am I right? Yeah, it's not looking too pretty. So this is why I get why Tyler Mahle was getting so much love, but that's all going to come down because of the weather more than likely. So keep your eyes peeled on that one. And again, if you like some cheaper guys, like the Angels are really cheap, and you want to go with Framber and Urias, look, they're both a little expensive, but given what our options are today, I get that one as well. Offense, again, in Cincy, Detroit, you're going to have to be very careful with this one. Just because I'm not really interested in Malley. Like, I could pull a piece or two from Detroit, but I'm not really, I'm not going hard on them or anything like that. As far as Cincy goes, if this game plays out, Nick Castellanos is a real good look. He'll be one of the more popular outfields today. 3 straight double hit games, really good against lefties, good in his home park, good player all the way around. So he'll be very popular today. So keep your eyes peeled on him. Couple other pieces of the did not realize I got Asdrubal. Okay, a couple other pieces of Cincy. Cheaper guys might get a little bit of love, possibly. But more than anything, the big guy you're looking for in this game is going to be Nick Castellanos. So my secondary place to go today for offense, knowing that the Atlanta-Colorado game in Coors Field is going to get a lot of love, give me St. Louis and Milwaukee. Milwaukee threw in a couple runs late, losers of 2 straight. I bet you they get up for this game. St. Louis was balling last night. Goldschmidt loves to hit in Miller Park, loves it. The catchers are affordable. Colton Wong is out, so we don't have to. He's on the paternity list, so you're not going to have him, but you might get a cheaper guy in there somewhere. Arenado got scorching hot last night, is always bald in Miller Park or American Family, whatever you want to call it. You're going to get like a Jace Peterson, maybe, even with a lefty on lefty. It's very affordable. I like the idea of a game stack in this game all the way around. Willie Adames is very, very affordable. He hasn't looked great since coming back, but he is very, very affordable. Yelich is affordable. O'Neill. Bader with the big home run last night. Low Kane can get a good spot in the lineup tonight. I like this game. It's like, again, on paper, Colorado, a better place to go for offense. But I think this could be a sneaky game today with very low ownership all the way around in a good hitter's park. Kansas City against Chicago. I'm on the pitchers in this one. It's good pitching park. If you like Jimenez and Robert and Abreu and want to pick on Lynch, I get the merit in that one. So I'm going to go Lynch here. But if you're looking for another secondary stack that's going to be a little under-owned, check out the Chicago White Sox. Arizona against Seattle. We brought up this Castellanos guy again at 4K. It's completely a price play. Cross your fingers, hope for 10 points. Nothing more than that. You want to use Seattle bats? They make sense too. Mitch Haniger has definitely slowed down as the season progressed, but in his game last night, he looked to be getting hot again. 3 hits, home run, and a walk. I could see why he's going to be relatively popular today. And then really any piece of Seattle makes a little bit of sense. Kyle Seager's average is terrible, but the power is still there. So not where I'm going to be, but Seattle does make a little bit of sense. And then we get to Atlanta. Once again, this is the chalk game. Specifically, the chalk build is going to be the Atlanta Braves. They're in a great spot in Coors Field. They got Albies back. Marquez has struggled lately. This is where you go in cash games, period, point blank. Just get as much Colorado as you can. Charlie Blackmon has definitely been showing some moments lately, so I think he's a solid play from Colorado. Outside of that, we know who the chalk is. The chalk is Atlanta. In cash games, you literally try to go 5 deep on them. In GPPs, you can play a piece or two, but I'm probably not going to be all in on Atlanta. And then, again, you want to make a pivot from like Freeman to Crone in an Atlanta stack? Makes sense. I get that. San Diego against Houston. Framber Valdez against Joe Musgrove. There's good players in this game. Alvarez, Tatis, whatever you want to go with. Tucker got going last night, blah, blah, blah. But this game's about the pitchers for me. I just don't like them enough to make them staples, but they're not where I'm going to go for offense. Urias versus Long. I like Urias. I've talked about that. I get some of the Dodgers pieces that are going to be affordable. You get Mookie Betts right here at 4,800. He's going to get love. Dual eligibility, not having his best year. Going to be very popular today at these price tags. But they're very affordable. So look for the Dodgers. For me, after Atlanta, I expect the Dodgers to be one of the more popular teams. Them and the other Los Angeles team. The Angels against Allard will get a little bit of love here. Not overwhelming. The overwhelming love is going to go to Atlanta. But like David Fletcher, 3,200, back-to-back double hit games. He runs when he's on base. That makes a lot of sense for me. Ohtani, lefty on lefty, doesn't matter. He's good against everybody. So if it's me, I'm going to be using, I think for me, I'm going to take a chance on the St. Louis against Milwaukee game. If I need to fill in with a couple of pieces from the Angels, like for example, If you like Tommy Edman, clearly you can do your thing right there. He's a decent piece of St. Louis. But if you want to skip him and get to Fletcher, I get that one. I think St. Louis and Milwaukee is going to be my contrarian GPP stack, using that game to go off tonight in a good hitter's park. These are my pitchers. I expect Malley to be out of play, which is going to mess with the pitcher ownership a little bit. But that's how I view it early in the day, fellas. Ladies, have a good one, and we'll hopefully talk to you about some football later on.